All right, guys, this is it. Let's go. Let's dive in here straight into the price of Bitcoin. Sorry about that. Connection issues today as well, unfortunately. But anyway, let's just go here through the price of Bitcoin, guys. Make sure to destroy that like button on your way in. Sorry about that. Getting people in here, over 100 people. Absolutely phenomenal. We're going to go through what happened yesterday, okay? Very important, okay? Let's just go straight through the content, okay? I can see people jumping in already, guys. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Sorry about that issue, okay? It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Let's talk about Bitcoin right away. Now, let's go through Bitcoin right away. David, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Jonathan, I can see you here. Going to work this time? Yes. You know the second time always works here. So it's definitely going to work right now. Just been resetting the router and everything. But anyway, it's going to work. Will BTC bounce? That is what we're going to discuss today, guys, because the stock market, S&P 500, is getting a bounce. It's actually holding this massive level that we have been talking about for the last few days, right? It was holding here the point of control from this volume traded range for the last few months right there, hitting that 618 fib level from the low to the high, hitting the support trend line, okay, the resistance trend line from lower highs, just getting that bounce. There was just too much confluence there to not get a reaction. So far, it is kind of breaking out here from the lower highs and moving to the upside. So, stock market pumping, S&P 500 and Bitcoin dumping. Got a massive big hit yesterday. We were kind of aware of the possibility here, you know. I was saying to the community, look, I'm looking for a swing long position, scalp shorts only. Hey, this long position played out really nicely. We're going to go through that from yesterday's video, okay? But yeah, we were aware that this was a bit of a wedgie scenario, so the possibility in getting a drop was there. Did anybody manage to long here to this exact level that was mentioned on yesterday's live stream, guys? Because as a trader, yes, we can be bullish, we can be bearish, we can, get into some trade scenarios. We need to have that discipline right off. And I got into a cheeky long position after a confirmation, okay? This needs to be explained on the live stream because I'm not going to be here always for you, for these potential setups and how to have your head well straight, okay, on these positions. Get in, get out, see a sign of strength. You hit some resistance levels, you get out, guys. I will show you that trade that I executed yesterday. That was a profitable trade, of course. And to this exact level, okay, we're talking about setups, okay? Overall, I'm more of a day trader. It can turn into a swing trader. We knew that we were trading up, guys. The possibility in breaking down here, I did not get affected. I actually was in a long position, jumped into another long position and profited from this move up, guys. I'm going to explain it right away and I'll show you, of course, that position. Very important, it's important to explain to the community, right? You need to be transparent here. Wasn't expecting this drop. We knew that there was a possibility because of this ascending wedge. Scalp scenario also played out. We didn't test the lows though before the pump. We tested the 618. That will be explained right away, okay? Still not working. What do you mean still not working? Of course it is. The live is back. Yes, we are. Hi Andy, you are the best, says Danny Flammer. Hello Andy. Hi guys. Hello everyone. 2 streams in 1 day, says Jay. Yeah, absolutely. I see another bullish Gartley on BTC on the 4-hourly time frame, says I am Olympic. Okay, I shorted 22,410 and I closed at 22,300. Quick scalp. Hey, very good. Yeah, a lot of scalping, a lot of scenarios here to take advantage, basically. I was longing, but I moved my stop loss too early and I got stopped out. Okay, so yeah, let me just quickly explain what we talked about yesterday. Okay, so let's just zoom in here on the 15-minute time frame and talk about this Gartley pattern that did play out, guys, to the target, okay, to that 618. Let's just get a VPVR here. This is where we were trading at on yesterday's live stream, and everything pointed out that a leg up to 23,500, 550 was very, very possible, and that is where you could have taken that potential trade, right? You're hitting the 7879 range on that Gartley pattern, guys. And let me just do a quick recap on this from yesterday's video, because it was level to level trading, okay? Level to level trading. I jumped into a long position after the pump because we did have a little pump, with some pretty nice volume. And I jumped in, guys, at a support level. I'll show you that trade right away. But first of all, let's go through this scenario, guys, because it is important, right? Because I know a lot of people will be confused. People that are, not being in the trading industry, for a long time. They're noobs, and they'll say, hey, this guy was saying we were going to pump, and he finally, and we got a massive dump, and now he's saying that that it actually played out. Come on, this guy's crazy, right? No, guys, let's go through that section of the video where we're talking about that possible long scenario from this range, okay, to hit that 23,500. It's important. It is there. We're not making this up. The timing on this move here, like this, bang, 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 it's just saying this is going to happen in a matter of, 2-3 hours potentially. But it's just not a great, I wouldn't long, it's just saying this is going to happen in a matter of, 2-3 hours potentially. Right, we are looking for that, resistance zone. Why was this level of resistance zone at 23,550 approximately? Okay, this box that we were talking about from this Gartley pattern. The timing was very good. I was talking about the timing. The timing was saying that, hey, this move needs to happen. This move needs to happen in a matter of a few hours. Why? Because of Fibonacci time. The timing was saying that everything pointed out, from this low pivot range to the center part right there. It was saying, hey, this is already a one-to-one extension move. And we are likely to see that in a matter of 2-3 hours. We were trading just exactly at this range, okay? 1, 2, 3, this is the hourly chart. We were already heading up, all right? It was 5 hours in total till we hit that level of 23,550. The timing was very, very nicely. It was just a level to really long, okay? That was the target, as you can see here, mentioned on the video, right? Hitting that resistance. When we talk about this target, if you're long in here, this is a place to get out. It's a place where you take profits, okay? It's a place where you protect position and you take profit. This move to the downside should have been, you should have been really, safe on this move. You're protected and you're taking profit. Of course, this large move to the downside was, unpredictable in my personal opinion, all right? I wasn't expecting such a massive move down, all right, on the Bitcoin price. But overall, hey, we are here to make quick gains. We're here to get in and get out of the market. We do not need to be affected by this kind of move, right? Unless you did short and making huge gains, all right? I totally missed out on that trade, but I did manage to get into that cheeky long position here, at 23,382. That was my entry point, and exit point was 23,550. Exactly that level, okay? Really nice trade. As soon as I took the profits, just a matter of 1 to 2 hours, we were starting to move down. Now, I'm going to explain why I entered here, right, at 23,382, because it's important. I like to explain my trades. Just not randomly say, hey, I'm in a long and I made profits. No, explain why you executed that trade. Because if not, I am not learning. If not, you're randomly trading. No, I am very, very technical, and I have, very good risk management. And I like to explain why I enter these trade scenarios, right? So saying here, what we talked about yesterday, the scalp here was a move down from this ascending wedge, right, scenario. Let's go through what we talked about yesterday, guys. And then we'll talk about potential setups on Bitcoin. It's fun to explain the scenarios, all right? Obviously, this trade scenario, the P&L that I've showed you, all right, it was executed on Bybit, okay? Bybit is my #1 trading platform, guys. You have an affiliate link down below. It's a reason why I want to continue doing this education for free on YouTube, because I do get a commission, but you get the best bonus down below, okay? So it's another way to support the channel, not only smashing up the like button, that also helps the channel. You get that insane bonus of $30,000, okay, at the reward sub. It takes less than 2 minutes to sign up here on Bybit, okay? The link is down below in the description. Another way to support the channel, of course. Going back to this scenario, Let's go to the 5 minute. This was the scalping scenario also mentioned on the stream, right? We were looking for that 618 or almost the lows to be tested. Hey, you know, fair enough. We came to the 7-8, right? So if you did short at this range, you know, you're already taking profits at this level. Then afterwards, we did have this massive move. Why did I long right over here, guys? You know, you can see that P&L. You can see that entry point and exit point, right? I like to share my trades as well, guys, of course, and explain why I entered and why I exited exactly at this 23,550. That was the target, basically, talked about on yesterday's stream. So, yeah, diving in here. Basically, after this move up, we got the Gartley pattern. We're hitting the 7-8 at this range where we're getting a reaction, right? So I was waiting for the lows to be claimed and see a swing failure pattern to re-enter the short, to re-enter the long, sorry, because I got stopped out from a long here that I did enter. Got stopped out from that long on the live stream. But I was waiting, hey, I want to see how we're going to claim this low level. Are we going to get exhausted? Then I would re-enter if it's a failed breakout, okay, guys? This did not happen. The other way I would have entered a trade, which was the one that I entered, was a sign of strength. A sign of strength with a massive move to the upside, breaking a resistance zone locally. What was that sign of strength? Of course, it was this candle over here. It was this candle over here. Look at this volume candle and this candle right there, right? Where did we have the resistance zone? Well, it was actually the point of control as well, right? If we do take a look at the volume profile from this trading zone, right? Okay, we cannot take a look at this price action because we didn't have that price action. But basically looking at the trading zone from yesterday, the point of control was exactly right over here, guys, remember? So let's just put that horizontal line right there at the point of control from yesterday. It was exactly at this level of 23,370 approximately, as you can see on the chart, right? So let's get the VPVR out of the way. What happened that this proven resistance zone right there was broken with a large amount of volume. We back tested this level as support, and this is exactly where I entered. This is exactly where I entered that trade. That was enough for me to say, hey, we are likely to get that momentum to the upside to hit the next big major resistance zone, right? So that is the explanation on that, guys. And, you know, cannot give any more explanation. We had a breakout from the resistance zone locally with a large amount of volume here locally, as you can see. That is enough for me to say, hey, we didn't test the low and created a failed breakout, but I see, you know, a confirmation and a sign of strength, guys. This is the sign of strength, breaking this resistance zone. You break out from it, you bounce from it. Right over here, as you can see, getting that bounce from 23,370, 380. That was basically my sign to say I'm jumping into a trade and I'm looking to hit the 23,550, which was this trade over here, right? Entry right there, exit at that level, because it was the resistance zone from this Gartley pattern. It's a take profit zone. It has been proven to be resistance at this level over here, and it's the 618 from this pivot high to the pivot low right over here, as you can see. Bang, level that was mentioned yesterday. That is a resistance zone where you could get heavily rejected. It's level to level trading, basically. Level to level trading. So I like to show you why I entered that trade after that confirmation breakout, guys. A sign of strength. You either fail to break out the low, decide to enter, or you see a sign of strength breaking resistance zones like I just explained to you, and decide if you want to jump into that trade to the next larger resistance level. Guys, just because of that explanation, give us a smash up, all right, on the like button. And let's continue with the stream. I want to continue here to quickly show you how this is a huge level of support. Is the past I care, nobody cares what happened, just share when too long. Hey, Expat, I'm gonna ban you. There's a lot of people here that are for education, not for the next setups. You know, like I said, this is an educational channel. Don't say, hey, come on, just nobody cares. Get out or I will ban you. I will ban you right away if you're gonna, you know, a lot of people do care. They want the education. People want to know how to trade as well, and how I am trading and showing you how I execute my trade. So don't say that nobody cares, because nobody cares probably that you are here saying that, and I will ban you straight away. Okay, there's a lot of people that do care. So yeah, right. Crypto stat, it's the past, yeah, but it's an educational content. Now, don't worry. We talk about what we mentioned yesterday, always. We were right, we were wrong. I was wrong in thinking that we were probably going to get a bounce and continue to the upside. Was I affected by this not happening? You know, potentially testing the highs, 24K. This was also mentioned yesterday, but it wasn't really, you know, the trading setup was this one, level to level, bang, bang. We need to talk about what was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. We were right or we were wrong. Very important. Don't let them get you, Andy. Bro, you are the best. Crypto broke. I care says I am Olympic. Yeah, it's important to explain why, guys. Why we enter a trade. What, you know, if I got stopped out. There was a level that I got stopped out here. Right over there. I will remember. It was mentioned on the streams here. It's important to talk about a stop loss as well. Everybody, you know, everybody can share P&Ls. Everybody can share, look at this trade that I made. No, this is not the right way. The education, the trading education is really bad nowadays. And it's just all about just showing the flashy cars, you know, watches and my P&Ls. Look at my 1000%, you know, gain. No, guys, it's explaining how to get into those trade scenarios, how I can take advantage, how to have good risk management. If I talked about something yesterday, let's go through what was talked about yesterday. Where was I right? Where was I wrong? Where did I get stopped out? Where did I take profits? It needs to be talked about, guys. This industry needs more education. So anyway, let's talk about Andy, going to short now because we're under the 1 hourly VPVR. I'm not sure. Long this drop, Gartley 618. Yeah, I know this is also something I want to talk about, guys. It's pretty insane. I am actually looking for longs at this level. Not much more that I can mention on this. Let me just go through, all right? We talked about yesterday. We talked about my trade. We talked about, you know, what happened. Now, what has happened? We've had a huge drop here. You know, with some pretty intense volume, guys. This is something that is alarming. You know, the volume is pretty aggressive. If you're trying, I think we are likely going to test the lows, guys, or test a 618 from this bounce. This is basically a dead cat bounce, what is happening right now. So, likely scenario is, you know, you do either do this and test the lows, or you either have the ABC kind of correction and then come down. We want to be very, very cautious, guys, with this kind of movement, with such a huge amount of selling pressure. When this happens and the lows haven't been tested, the lows are likely to be tested sooner rather than later, right? If it's going to be today or is it going to be in the next couple of days? This is a dead cat bounce scenario where you hit a strong support level. What support? This one right over here. You're basically hitting the higher low support trend line here that we've been creating for the last couple of months, right? If we go on the 4 hourly chart, we can see this better. Let me just clean up the chart here. Right? No doubt, you know, I am in, you know, there's something here that I am looking at, okay, which is an accumulating cylinder. It's very, very possible. I'll be doing a separate video on this because it's very, very interesting on how this could be an accumulating cylinder and we could go to much higher levels if we do not break the last higher low range, right? Because this is the last higher low. If it does dip below $21,400, then obviously this is not going to be looking great, guys, on the long, you know, on the structure, on the long time frame, right, for the next coming weeks. It's going to be insane if as long as we hold this level, you know, funny enough, we are trending up. That is kind of the last level, right? If we do not want to see Bitcoin coming down to 18K, 15K again, right? We need to hold above this 21,400. Because if we start breaking this level heavily with volume, it's not going to be looking great. We do have some support levels down over here, but the structure will be quite broken here, right? We need to be having big bounces of other supports. We're not going to talk about that because we're not at that level, right? We're well above the range. There are some things here. There are some levels and stuff that are indicating that we could get supported here, guys, right? It's basically this higher low range, higher lows right there, okay? And not only that, yeah, we do have that bullish Gartley pattern. I can see some people talking about this in the comment section, and it's just got a quick bounce from that level. Everything indicates, I know, guys, I was actually seeing this as well, okay? Everything indicates that, there is a possibility you're actually getting that bounce from the 618 here, getting a bounce to 50% Fibonacci, almost to perfection from this move down. And now you're hitting the 7-8 range, right? The 7-8 range right over here. This could still consolidate, if we test the lows and fail to break out, guys, this is something I'm paying attention in the next coming days. This is an incredible long position, okay? And it's going to be a swing trade because I'm looking at the 4-hourly time frame, and this is potentially going to take a few days till it gets all the way up here to its potential target, which is above $23,000. We need to see that consolidation, guys. This could still continue down. We've just only dropped a few hours ago from here, and this could just consolidate and break the lows. Stay cautious if you're longing. If you make sure to have good risk management, okay? Scalp shorts have higher probability, right? Get into those quick short positions, right? And for swing trade, I do still believe that this is a good long level. The weekly hasn't been tapped. We have an untapped weekly level over here. Daily level here did not have any type of reaction. This daily over here, we just sliced through that level. This is why it's so important to get a reaction. We get a reaction. So far, reaction number 1 is happening. We got this weekly that hasn't been tapped yet. This is exactly at 21,800. We were just about $100 off. Yeah, not even that. Yeah, just about $100 to tap that level, okay? That is the moment where we could get bullish, guys. We could test the lows here, in between today, tomorrow, depending on what kind of consolidation. If this lows are test, we hit that weekly, we create a failed breakout. This is the level, guys. It's going to get interesting, right? This is the level we want to decide if we want to get into that long position and have massive gains, right? It's basically looking for this, guys. Look at this. 1, 2, right? Failed breakdown, bang, bang. You have a nice reversal. We are looking for the same thing right over here, guys, in the next couple of days. So I'm going to be, the weekend is coming. I did have a really nice trading week. So, I'm going to chill. It's the weekend. If I see a really high probability trade, I might get into one. But so far, this is what we're looking for, guys. We have massive volume. We want to stay very, very cautious because continuation to the downside could happen. Hey, like mentioned yesterday, those scalp shorts are highly probable, all right? We're talking about these scalp short scenarios, and, it was a pretty nice move, right? We were talking about this just as soon as that movement was happened. We were looking for that leg down here on the price of Bitcoin, right? Looking for their scalp scenario here for that very likely move down. Test the lows or test the 618. That happened on the lower time frame. So if we are looking for scalping scenarios, guys, it has to be on the very low time frames. Stay cautious for that big relief pump, all right? It could create an ABC kind of correction. Overall, this does look like it's just about to drop, okay? Scalping shorts is better right now, okay? So make sure to go to the lower time frames. We are likely to come down to test the lows. Try and get into those scalp shorts, okay? I mean, this low range or the 618, this level over here is likely to be tested in potentially today, maybe tomorrow, right? Or depending on what kind of price action we do have here. It could do this, or it could just start creating lower highs from here. But we are likely to come down to this zone, all right, to try and test the lows. It's just going to happen with high probability. Yeah, not much to be added here, guys. Not much to be added. I will be looking for... We just had a great drop right now. I think the price action is just going to give us a lot of opportunity scalp scenarios. A lot of scalping scenarios here on the lower time frame. Just price probably going to be boring for a bit, right? Overall, looking for that dead cat bounce and the lows, or get close to the lows. The lows to be tested, guys. If we do come down to this range and fail to break down, that is the moment I will be looking for that swing long position, right? Day trade, swing long position, guys. It might be a trade that is going to be a 3-4 days. We are oversold. Yes, absolutely. We are oversold. This will not be a day trade though, guys, okay? I think for scalping scenarios, day trades, shorting is better as we have a massive move down, and I would be looking for the lows to be tested. Swing long positions, those trades that could take a few days or maybe a week or so for that potential bounce here. We talked about support level, ascending brawling wedge. I mean, this could be bearish or bullish. What we know is it is a support range. We have the Gartley pattern as well. So you could get that bounce here in the next couple of days, guys, to that 618 from this high to the low, which is around about $23,200, okay? That could happen. That could happen after such a large drop. We know what happens after such major drops, right? You do get that bounce scenario, right? You potentially test the lows. Lows could be tested maybe, guys. So just stay a little bit cautious. Have good risk management. Not much, guys, to be said here on Bitcoin. Stock market, funny enough, has been pumping, over the last couple of days. So yeah, Bitcoin got, we weren't correlated with that. Did you get stopped out last time? Why then you are not shorting from now till the support? Well, because I haven't checked it, right? This is just a lot, the live stream talking about the higher time frame scenarios, okay? And what could happen right now with such selling pressure? This dead cat bounce, okay? The dead cat bounce could create an ABC correction. So it's just not a trading zone for me at this moment. At this moment, we're not in a trading zone. We've had the drop. We need to consolidate. I need to see more price action. I want to see the lows, the test of the lows. I want to see a pump potentially claiming these highs. And then I'll be looking at lower time frames, 5 minutes, to see, how high can this go. But what I am looking for here is a long, basically, guys. Scalping shorts, but long scenarios, for that swing trade, because we could get an epic bounce to that 23,200, like I explained here, on higher time frames. It is going to be the weekend. If I see an opportunity, I'll probably get in, get out. 1822K is the best accumulation zone you will get for the next years. Yes, very likely. Very likely. This zone, I mean, I'm happy to accumulate Bitcoin at these levels because we don't really know if 15K is going to come. Yeah, guys, sorry I didn't go through the live stream. I have to rush now, but I will be potentially doing another video update or a live stream afterwards, okay? Thank you for joining the live stream. Destroy the like button. It was a little bit of a quickie. Hey, whoever got into this long scalp or the short scalp yesterday, we had this short scalp and we had the long scalp, the long day trade from yesterday mentioned on the stream, okay? Which was to that level of 23,500. Whoever got into that, congratulations. Whoever shorted from that resistance zone, even better. You made an absolute killing with this drop. Guys, remember, down below, you do have an insane bonus on Bybit. $30,000 to be claimed if you want to support the channel to get more updates on Bitcoin and, technical analysis and trading setups like the one mentioned yesterday here. All right, level to level trading. Destroy the like button and, feel free to use the affiliate link down below. You get the best bonus. I also get a bonus, and it's another way to support me, okay? Thank you, everyone, and I will see you in the next one.